We're looking at stories past and present in this edition of Well Read. Best-selling author Chantel Guertin joins us with her recommendations, some of her recommendations. Because you brought a different car.
And I just couldn't remember to bring all 4 books. So luckily Annette has done some more. I'm here. And
that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Okay. Shall we start with Hello Beautiful?
Okay.
Okay, so this book is not brand new. It came out last year. I hadn't read it because friends were giving me mixed reviews. I never like to read the back of the book. So anyways, I decided I like a book that has buzz. Clearly people had strong opinions. So this book, because I didn't read the back, I got about 3/4 of the way through and then realized it's a modern retelling of Little Women, which is one of my favorite books ever. So you do not need to know the story of Little Women, although it's set in the war. There's 4 girls who grow up with their mom. Their dad is away at the war. So it's not, but there are girls in the story, sisters, and the parents, and you don't need to know the story of Little Women to enjoy this story at all, but if you do know that story, you take comfort in that, and there's like a comfort of and it's a very different story. It's familiar in that, like, it's almost like, oh, there's characters, right? And I kind of feel like, okay, I'm going to learn about their lives, right? And you sort of connect with some of them and not others. And I think that's what makes it interesting to talk about with other people, because I may have connected to one of the daughters and somebody else connects with a different one.
Okay. All right. The next one is 2 Nights in Lisbon.
Okay. So this is for my book club and we're talking about it tonight. So this is a story where the woman's past comes back into the present. So she goes to Lisbon with her new husband. She's only been married to him for a year, and you sort of learn that, okay, her name is not her name. She has changed her name, and oh, so has her husband. And he goes missing. So it's this story of she's in the present. This takes place over 2 days. So there's like time stamps on the chapters, but you're really also getting these flashbacks to her past, because you're like, what came to this? Like, if you're looking for someone, you know, you've only known a year and that's not their real name, right? There's a big backstory here with both of them. So really good.
Okay. Not How I Pictured It is your third one.
Yes. Okay. This is a really fun book, and it is by Robin Leffler, and she's Canadian, and it's the story of a teenage star, a TV star, that's coming back for a reunion on an island near the Bahamas. There is a storm. When they get stranded on the island, they wake up in the morning and their boat is gone. And I'm going to tell you what I thought about this book, because I gave a blurb on the back of it and it does it justice. What if the cast of 90210 unwittingly reunited for a season of Survivor? Not How I Pictured It is fun, funny, full of drama, the perfect beach read. So what I loved about this is that, again, like it's a second chance romance. It's like, and it has that same feeling. Like, I really felt like, oh, when you think back to like a TV show you watched when you were young, and like then they have a reunion, right? And you have those feelings. So it kind of wrapped all of that into a really fun read.
Okay, we've got 40 seconds left. You wanted to talk about a book that you didn't bring, but it's an old favorite of yours.
Yes, and it's called Not Your Type, and I read it as a teen, and I was cleaning out my bookshelves. I found it, I reread it, and what I thought was fascinating and why you should do this is that I originally connected with the teen, but rereading it, it's a story of a teen who lives with her aunt at a summer cottage, but they stay year-round. This time, I totally connected with the aunt.
Oh, very cool.
And I was like, what's her story? That she had her niece with her, living with her this whole time, and as the story unraveled.
Okay.
So do it.
Next time, bring all your books. Reread a classic or one of your old favorites. Thanks very much for coming in.